Hey, there we go. Light! Because, you know, it's getting dark out. And I would just want to say again, welcome to this Star Series match between Mouz and zNation. We're gonna have a, well, one game between these two teams that in the last couple of months have not faced each other yet. So it's gonna be really exciting to see who's gonna take this game. It is gonna be, I mean, the ranks are quite uneven. Mouz being, I believe, number 6 in the rankings on Gozo Gamers, and zNation being number 21. So zNation having a tough job already, or at least from the rankings it looks that way. But zNation has been playing very strong lately, so let's see if they can bring it versus Mouz as well as they have been versus other games that we've seen. For example, today versus Dare. And yeah, like I said, Mouz on the Dire side, zNation on the Radiant side, and we already are in the drafting phase, and we already have some bans. We have the Shrek ban already. Don't want to face that one. We have the Invoker ban and we have the Lycan ban. I mean, the Shrek ban, we see him, if he's not banned out, which he normally isn't, he's picked up early, well, early on. But he's getting banned out, so we'll probably see one of those other heroes that we normally see banned out in the pool, like a Broodmother, or a Furion could still happen too, or a Chen. I missed the Chen, yeah. That was the one I was getting for. The Darkseer, of course, still too. So one of the, well, never mind, no Darkseer gets banned out. Jeez, way to ruin my argument. But yeah, there we have one ban left. So either the Furion goes through, or the, which ones did I just say? Broodmother goes through. If he wants to be the one that gets picked up first, it's normally not something that people picked up first, or sometimes it is, but not all that much, I have to say. And a,
10 seconds remaining.
well, Windrunner, I normally say, or I used to say Tidehunter here too, but Tidehunter is not being picked up as first pickup anymore, as that, well, the team fight metagame seems to be a bit out of it lately. And I need to take a sip of water because I'm thirsty.
Radiant team pick.
So,
I speak for the trees.
we see a ban out from on the Enchantress. A very clever ban out, as Mouz are probably expecting zNation to go for the Nature's Prophet anyway. So what they do is they ban out the counter to the pick that they're gonna have as a first pick, which is a Chen. And if you combine that with the Shadow Demon, well, Chen is obviously gonna be in the forest. Is gonna, hopefully for him, gonna pick up a Tauren, or Centaur I should call it, sorry, Centaur. Magnet Tower? Well, you know what I mean, Centaur. Magnet Tower. You know, the thing that can stun. Huge ass animal. Looks like a mammoth. Anyway, Shadow Demon is gonna be on a lane somewhere with someone else, probably supporting, doing his thing, and at some point he will disrupt a hero, which will be an enemy hero, not to be confused with an allied hero. And at that time, Chen can come out of the forest, have his Centaur with him, and they can just walk in, stun as soon as he comes out of the disruption, and kill the targets. It's basically a secured kill after that, and also with the Soul Catcher on that, of course, doing extra damage. So that's a very good combination to have, as we see a Beastmaster and a Lone Druid being picked up already by zNation. If they're gonna go for a support Vengeful Spirit, that would be a lot of auras up on that bear from the Lone Druid, and of course Beastmaster and will of course benefit from that aura too. But so far they have a pretty solid lineup with a lot of pushing power. We saw Lone Druid being picked up by zNation in the previous game too. He was giving the opportunity to farm. He was not ganked at all, not once. Was giving free farm on a lane, and therefore really hard to kill later game. Let's see if Mouz is gonna give Seedoy, which is probably play Lone Druid again, if they're gonna give him the freedom to farm that much once again. As Broodmother gets picked up by Mouz, so it looks like zNation is gonna have to spend some consumables, or at least we want to call them consumables. No, we want to call them resources. We want to call them resources. They are gonna have to spend some resources on the lane where the Broodmother is at, be that wards, be that heroes, deploy them there to stop pushings from coming, which is what Broodmother will definitely do. But they already have the Beastmaster. Beastmaster was already picked up when Broodmother went through. And Beastmaster is a semi-counter for the Broodmother, as its access will kill off the Spiderlings, or at least the Spiderites from the Broodmother with 1x, which will delay the push in from Broodmother regardless. But Broodmother can, of course, which she will probably do, send her Broodlings away, Spiderites, Broodlings, Spiderlings, to the jungle, and farm there for her so she gets some extra gold up. And then as soon as Beastmaster leaves his lane, because at some point he will, Broodmother will be able to be there and push that tower down. And we have some bans going on. We have a Queen of Pain being banned out, Anti-Mage being banned out, and a Sand King banned out. In total, one last ban coming from Mouz. And they're gonna go for a Tidehunter ban. And that will mean, well, they don't want zNation with that Ravage or with any team fight, or at least they also ban out the Sand King, so no team fight for zNation, even unless they still want to pick up a what's it called, Earthshaker or Enigma is still in there too, but they probably don't want that. It looks like they're gonna go for a carry with that lane, having Furion in the jungle, Beastmaster probably mid, Seedoy on the lone druid on the solo lane, and Crystal Main farming with someone else. Which is still going to be picked up. Let's see what Mouz is going to have. They are not going to have an anti-mage, which they might have wanted to, because anti-mage could be babysitted by the Shadow Demon pretty solidly. We're going to have a Chen in the forest, Broodmother on a solo lane. Mirana could probably be together with the Broodmother, with still a solo lane pickup for Mouz, as Morphling gets picked up by zNation. So that's going to be their carry, farming together with Crystal Main. Actually, Crystal Main and Morphling could also go on a middle lane with Beastmaster side solo lane. That's not an unusual lineup for Morphling and Crystal Main to be in the middle. Get some early game nukes, get some, hopefully for them, some first bloods. Well, only one, of course. Wow, some first blood, I should say. But yeah, very solid pickup. Let's see what Mouz answer to that is gonna be. Like I said, they're missing kind of a solo laner right now, or they can send Mirana solo lane and have Shadow Demon together with the one that they're gonna pick up now. But they could also go for some controversial hero like a Storm Spirit or a Shadow Fiend or something crazy like that. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. They could also go for something like a Slardar. If they go for Slardar in combination with Shadow Demon can disrupt the target, and Slardar can just walk in and do his crush right there. As soon as the target is out of the disruption, of course. But will they play that? That's the question. That is the question. And let's just change this one around. There we go. Because it's only one game between these two teams. And I had it set as the best out of 3, which is not. So, fail for me there. As only 15 seconds left for Mouz to pick up their last hero.
10 seconds remaining.
And, well, 5 seconds. Let's see what they're gonna go for. 3. They're gonna go for Viper. Oh. I was saying controversial heroes. Well, Viper is definitely one of them. If they're gonna go for a... Well, they're gonna go for some early pushes, that's for sure. They don't want to let Morph get... Well, they're probably gonna leave Morph fairly... Well, quite a bit alone. As their aim is... Well, they have a lot of pushing power here. They have Chen, they have a Broodmother.
Prepare for battle.
And they're probably gonna have a Hood up on Black... Or Hood, and with a Hood I mean a pipe. Hood and a pipe up on the Viper as the one of the first items, maybe after boots and stuff. And they're gonna go for 5-man pushes. They're gonna go for 5-man pushes as soon as that Hood is up. That's what I hope to see them doing, because in that case I would be right. But that's my expectation. Oh, and I will change the overlays, of course. Yep. Overlays. There we go. Fix. Sorry. Okay, so let's see who's playing what. So we have Dub on the Nature's Prophet, and that is someone who changed his name, so I'm not sure who that is. Name changes for lose. We have Beastmaster being played, but this is Tame My Wild. I'm gonna call it once. The rest of the game he will be known as Beastmaster because he doesn't want to be known as his name because he has a weird smiley face. Ooh. Clear. Oops. What's this? The flag went. Okay. We're gonna follow Sexy Bamboo on his Broodmother while I miss the flag. I go for the 0, and I'm gonna put the flag back because I fail. Yep. But at least I didn't forget the overlay. Too long. Hello. Okay. So this was Tame My Wild on the Beastmaster. And we have Crystal Main being played by Stellinair. Stellinair. Yeah. Stellinair. On the Crystal Main we have Nexus being, or playing the Morphling. We have Seedoy on the lone druid as expected, and that's everybody of zNation's team. And yeah, everybody of zNation's team complete. Let's see who's Mouz playing. As we do see the dual lane, mid lane by Morphling and Crystal Maiden in the middle lane. They're gonna be up versus Sting Sting on his Mirana and 1437 on the Shadow Demon. So they're gonna have a pretty tough mid lane here. Or at least Crystal Maiden has to be very careful. As soon as there's gonna be a disruption on her, there could be an arrow coming from the Mirana, and she would be as good as dead almost. And there's not that much that Morphling can do against it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go to the bottom lane where we have Sexy Mabu on his Broodmother, facing the Beastmaster. As we, well, as I said earlier, and that was a pretty obvious choice to go for. By the way, in the meantime, the same thing goes for the Shadow Demon. He can of course disrupt himself, saving if he gets a Frostbite. It won't stop him from casting that disruption. But if he gets a Frostbite, if he gets a Nova, it does a lot of damage and a lot of nuke damage too, and that will be very dangerous to be in for anybody. Even though disruption will probably save him. So I think Mouz should have the safe side of these laning partners here. As it looks like, there we go, disruption is gonna be there, arrow is gonna be shot too, nice timing for that. There's not gonna be enough nukers right now, even though there is a soul catcher up. And Frostbite on Mirana is actually gonna be the first blood. Mirana not taking the first, well, Mirana not taking the last hit, but the kill was made. Gold being split on Crystal Maiden and the Morphling, and okay, so everything I said just now was flawed by Mirana leaping forward, just trying to get a kill on the Crystal Maiden, who was still had too much HP to for her to deal with. As there was no Starstorm to help out. If she had a Starstorm, would probably have gotten her the kill. But then again, she wouldn't have had a leap if she would have had the Storm. They probably should have waited one more level before going for that. In the meantime, we see Beastmaster pushing the lane. With his axes flying through, getting kills, getting Spiderlings. Oh, it's gonna do a lot of damage on Bamboo. But his mana is almost down. He's got Sentry Wards, has not placed them yet though. In the meantime, we have not seen every lane yet, because we do have Come With Me playing the Chen in the forest here. Is probably gonna come out to try to get a kill on Seedoy at some point, or on that middle lane, trying to get the advantage back that they now have lost by Sting Sting dying once. And on the top lane, Black playing the Viper is gonna be happily farming here, or at least gonna hope to be happily farming here versus this lone druid with his bear. As I do believe most action will come out from this lane, because Shadow Demon is just one of those heroes that can create action where there is none. Well, okay, that can be said for every hero. Ugh. Disruption going down on Morphling. Arrow is not gonna hit. Arrow was a bit too early from Sing Sing there. But yeah, that's a shame. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it would have been a kill. Otherwise, there would have been mana on the Crystal Main also to help out. But it would have been pretty close. The Starstorm this time was there, and even if there was a Frostbite, the Starstorm would have still been able to go off. In the meantime, there is a ward down on this bottom lane. This is a kill waiting to happen. There's no soul ring yet up on the Broodmother, so she is not able to spam out the Spiderlings as she would want to. But then again, Beastmaster is not full on HP either. He's still gonna get a rest. Still has 5 tangos though. 5 tangos is really quite a bit. As he is just happily last hitting close to his tower, not mattering if the tower might do some last hits on him. Ooh, Chen come out of the forest, might get land a stun on the Crystal Main. As the TP from Furion comes in, Frostbite on the Chen, but the stun is still there. Right clicks are there too. Disruption is gonna be there to help out. As Viper kills off the lone druid in the meantime, and Crystal Main is still on the run. Gonna throw down a. Oh, there we go. Gonna throw down a Nova as she still gets hit by the Chen. Last hit goes to Come With Me, taking the last hit for that and getting the kill. As Morphling is coming in here too. Shadow Demon will be sent home, but will it be in time? No, it will not be. Morphling taking that kill as the arrow misses everybody, and Sing Sing just trying to get some right clicks in on the Morphling, who can be morphing into strength right now if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to, and everybody is backing up again. Or is they? No, Jen's still in a lot of trouble. Will probably go down here. Nature's Prophet taking the last hit, and that was, well, trading a Crystal Main for that. In the meantime, Viper did get a kill on the lone druid, which we didn't see because we were watching other action. So that's a very important kill on the Viper to have. But then again, Morphling getting a kill too, and having 2 assists right now is so important to have that farm up on that Morphling, and him getting that last hit was a very good I'm quite surprised that Nature's Prophet did not stop right-clicking when Chen was gonna go down, because it was pretty clear that he was gonna go down, and not giving Morphling that kill. We see Beastmaster being full on HP and mana again. I'm not sure if he knows that there's a ward here, to be fair, because he is very low. One Axis will bring him down even lower. Shout will be up again in 12 seconds. And Beastmaster actually died once. That probably happened at the same time. So Sexy Mabu getting a kill on the Beastmaster. Yep, same time. Everything happened at the same time. Okay. So that's why he's full on HP. I was quite surprised seeing that. So yeah, full on HP mana because he just died and he came back again. And Sexy Babu now having his soul ring completed, so we'll be able to spam the Beastmaster out of the lane if he wanted to. And looks like we've got ourselves a pretty action-packed game, or at least potential for an action-packed game, as all lanes are perceptible for ganks and stuff and for kills. Viper being level 7, just taking a quick look at the experience, or sorry, gold graph here. 7,500 gold, so 750 gold in favor of zNation. And that's with, well, I can't really say that's, they didn't get first blood money because nobody took the last hit, I guess. But, this is all farm, then. 3 for 3 kills. It's all farm. And I'm gonna show in a second what kind of farm that is, as we probably gonna see Crystal Main landing a Frostbite down, but Leap is there to help him out. Frostbite's only level 1 also, so it's only very short period of time. 1.5 seconds disable. I mean, I can't call it disable because you're still able to cast spells. Don't think you can leap though, but then 1.5 seconds is not very very long. Crystal Main popping a bottle charge just to make sure that ooh, she stays alive. Oh, Lone Druid going down on the top lane once again. And this time Chen takes the last hit, as it doesn't look like they needed anything specific apart from a Holy Persuasion to get a creep back. And, well, Test of Faith was there, probably to take the last hit. So we have some Spiderlings chasing down Dove out of the forest. And Beastmaster having his roar up again, hasn't got his last, well, has put his last sentry ward down there. Let's see if he's gonna be able to get a kill off. If Sexy Bamboo is actually gonna leave his tower safety, which it doesn't seem like he is. Axis will make sure that that lane gets pushed, and he's not using his Spiderlings out of fear that the Axis will kill off the Spiderlings. In the meantime, check out some last hits. 23 for 11 on the Morphling. Sing Sing farming 19 for 2, 21 for 2 with that Starstorm there. So very even there on last hits, but then again, Morphling having a kill. And, well, Sing Sing dying once. So that will make a big difference. As we now see Broodmother indeed in range of the tower. I mean, we can see the range? Can we see the range? Can we see the range? Probably around here. Probably around here-ish, or something like that. So she's sitting in range, she's gonna throw down a Spiderlings. There's nothing she can do though, there's nothing Beastmaster can do, because that would be too much damage coming out from the Broodmother, and not enough damage from his Axis and himself right-clicking. He would need help for that, a TP, and would do it, but it doesn't look like anybody wants to do that. As Crystal Main doesn't have a TP and is still trying to protect this Morphling on his middle lane. It's gonna be put in disruption though. Soulcatcher is gonna go on a creep, so Crystal Main will be safe. They want to go for this Morphling weaving in. Frostbite's there too. Nature's Prophet ulti helping out as the arrow lands on the Crystal Main. Morphling getting the last hit on the Shadow Demon though, as Crystal Main might be killed off, but no, there's Dub TPing in, helping out the Crystal Main. Right-click's going down, Starstorm helping from Sing Sing, who's moving back into the forest to, well, to continue staying alive, which is very important. Crystal Main being chased down by Chen creeps will probably die her, as she's being chased down very far. And this Ursa warrior might actually get the kill, as Crystal Main does have boots. Well, she will be faster. She will let herself get denied. No! Chen Creep still got it! Starcaller still got the last hit on the Crystal Maiden. Nice save, come with me. As Beastmaster managed to destroy a tower on the top lane, gets a shout off on the Broodmother. Axis will fly through, but he's not gonna go for it anymore. Doesn't have vision anymore. And does some damage, but look at his health, is just getting harassed with the spawn Spiderlings all the time. We have Nature's Prophet still in the jungle, level 6 now. We did see him TP in for some kills. Has got 1 kill, it's got 2 assists out of the 4 kills, so has been in 3 out of the 4 kills that have been made so far. And Crystal Main going towards the top lane. Gonna try to set up a gank on black, as there is a ward being placed down. But was he able to see that? I don't think he should be able to see that. Well, he of course saw the observer ward, so we know the Crystal Maiden is there. He's gonna play it very safe, staying near the tower that's almost on full HP. But we'll be able to do so as the lane is being pushed into his direction, or at least a little bit. And then Crystal Maiden won't be able to do that much. She can just stand around here, missing out on experience elsewhere. As we see Chen and Shadow Demon moving towards Crystal Maiden, setting up for a gank. Just gonna check out the bottom lane for a second. There's nothing happening there yet. As they're gonna go in. TP for Urn, ready to TP in if needed. Gonna TP in somewhere else though. Knows that everybody's there. Frostbite is gonna hit and come with me. Face is gonna be there. Beastmaster is there too. Shout hitting on the Chen. Axis will fly through. Hand of God is there too. The Soulcatcher hits on the wrong target. Beastmaster gonna take a lot of damage. It's gonna go down. Viper taking the last of that. Getting Frostbite. Black is gonna go down for the first time here, and Lone Druid getting the kill on that one. Morana's ultimate will make sure that everybody of Mouz is gonna get away, or is he? Well, Shadow Demon still getting the kill off on the Crystal Maiden, having his poison and stuff up on there. As Shadow Demon is trying to get away. Bear is not able to attack anymore though. Because too far away. Oh, Chen being caught out, being put in his shroud, and will die here as Prophet takes the kill and just keeps on walking, not being caught out himself. Even though Shadow Demon wants to go for it. Because there's someone coming in from the other side too. Arrow is gonna land. No, it's not. It's gonna be shot off anyway. Soulcatcher there is gonna run away. He's gonna be safe. And 1437 knows that, so he's backing off. As well as Morana is gonna continue her farm. Still not really left her lane, or at least still got only one death, no assist. In the meantime, tower did get killed off on the bottom lane, where Fury and TP to try to help out, but it's gonna be harassed by Sexy Bamboo, who is forced back again by the sight of the Morphling being so terrifying that he can't stand it and is going back into his web. This is of course a very terrifying sight. Ooh, nice weave from getting the illusion rune. Morana is gonna be able to leap away, so we'll be fine. Let's take a quick look at the gold graph. Look at that. The kills are almost even, and well, one kill difference. There is a tower. Well, there is no tower difference, I was gonna say. So yeah, it's almost even. A very even game once again. As my previous game was very even too, so that's why I say that. If you're watching a Void, you might think, what are you talking about, girl? But yeah, now you know. Now you know. Let's check out the experience graph. It's not so even though. It's in favor of Mouz, and the very simple reason for that is, so far, I mean just now, for example, on the top lane, almost everybody of zNation was there. But both Sexy Bamboo and Sing Sing stayed on their lane, so it was 3 versus 4, I believe, on that top lane, and that is what they have been doing all the time, outnumbering Mouz in the lanes, or outnumbering Mouz in the ganks that they have been doing, and that will bring the experience for Mouz in their favor, as their heroes were able to continue to get the farm and experience on their lanes, while the rest of the zNation heroes was not there. We have some mana boots up on the Beastmaster, also is building towards his Vanguard to be that extra bit of tankiness that he wants to be. Crystal Maiden getting her Tranquil boots.
Now,
don't see that often, Tranquil boots, but if you do, you see it on a support on a Crystal Maiden this time. Has some extra armor, extra HP regeneration, and if she's gonna get ganked, she's gonna die anyway, so she's not gonna need that extra speed when getting attacked. There's you saw Beastmaster farming for his stuff. 1900 gold up on the Broodmother. I wonder what he's going to go for. We've lately seen different builds for a Broodmother. Either he goes for one of those fast orchids, or he wants to go aggressive, like something like a Manta style or something, which has been done in America lately. US servers at least. Tower is getting pushed with Chen being there with his creeps. It's going to be defended by a Crystal Maiden and a Nature's Prophet though. It's going to be attempted to. Nova there to help out, and Furious creatures are going to drop here as the last hits are going to get taken by Mouz. Disruption there on the Crystal Maiden, who was out of position. He's going to take an arrow, sprouted out to try to save her, but it's not going to work anymore. Crystal Maiden taking the fall. And a shout going off on the Chen as Beastmaster comes out of the forest. Will he be able to kill that though? Hand of God going through. Nexus TPing in, gets the kill on the Chen while weaving forward, and the rest of Mouz is backing off. But, well, yeah, we'll be able to do so. Chen's creeps are going to drop here as they still manage to do a sonic left. Or are they going to drop? They're not going to drop. The Sprout that was there to help out. Oh, disruption going there. Arrow is going to hit on Nexus. demonic purchase. There he is, gonna drop Mirana taking a kill, and that's such an important kill for zNation to have on that as X will fly through. And Crystal Main TPing back here and gonna try to, well, at least get the Ursa Warrior. And there we go, Crystal Main taking that one, but that's the only thing they're gonna get, as the rest is staying close in the vicinity of their tower. And such a great kill from Mirana to have that kill on the Morphling. I mean, he was behind on farm, or at least on, well, he was behind because he got killed once, that's mostly the case. But getting that kill on the Morphling, shutting down Morphling's farm, even he has 3 for 1 right now, so still has extra more kills than zNation had, but getting that kill from him is very important to have. Even though, oh, actually I was curious. I said at the start that I was expecting Viper to go for that for that pipe, but or at least I was hoping for him to. But he's not gonna. He's gonna go for a Vanguard, so he's gonna go for some extra tankiness, so he can stay alive, and then probably mount Cell afterwards. And gonna go just well, I was gonna say your typical carry, but at least for a Viper kind of carry, being able to stay alive, do damage in the meantime. Yeah, that's a typical carry job. Sorry. In the meantime, well, that fight in the middle, that's what this is. A huge drop for Mouz. And then the fight stopped, and then they still got a kill on Nexus. So that's this drop, what this drop is about. And they didn't even take a tower to get that advantage. It's just kills and right clicks. 2 extra kills for them. 3 extra kills for them. No, 2. And double damage rune on Mirana, and she's gonna be able to take down his tower together with his Chen and his creeps. We've got some extra keeps out of the jungle as the arrow lands on the Crystal Main. Gonna drop so fast. Mirana doing the damage for that with a double damage rune. No problem for that. Shout should be off cooldown again. No, it's not off cooldown. Still 50 seconds actually. That's quite a long cooldown. As tower did not get dropped, but will be able to get the knight. So Mirana not wanting to risk doing those last 2 shots, or 1 shot rather, to take down the tower. Just backing off. Maybe he was afraid that there would be a shout for him too. Just like I was. We see Morphling picking up a Ghost Scepter. Just so next time he's up versus Mirana, he will be able to stay alive. And of course, it's a setup for Shotgun Morph, Ethereal Blade. Even though I don't know how many people he will be able to shotgun though. TP is gonna come in, arrow will fly through. Beastmaster taking an ultimate from the Viper, gonna TP away, will be safe as Nature's Prophet is taking a lot of damage. It's probably gonna go down here. Mirana taking the kill on the Morphling in the meantime on top lane, but will Nature's Prophet survive? He might just survive. Yes, he will survive. Only barely though. As yeah, we saw zNation getting another kill on Nexus, so I guess his Ghost Scepter didn't really help, even though he did use it. But then again, 1 Starstorm would have been very painful with that up. Broodmother does go down in the bottom lane. Broodmother, who had an Orchid up, did not have it in their inventory yet though. But Beastmaster using his shout on the Broodmother to take that kill, as we have a sentry ward already being placed down, just in case Broodmother comes down here again. And this is what I talked about, like at the start, during the picks and bans. I mean, if there's a Broodmother on the lane, sorry, in the game, like in general, if there's a Broodmother in the game, you're gonna have to keep check on the lane all the time. You're gonna have to send people to your lane or to that lane, because otherwise this will happen. This is a tier 2 tower dropped by a single hero just because she was just left alone for a long time. Okay, she did get killed off, but she can just come back and continue her spam, and the rest of the heroes have been deployed elsewhere to try to get kills and defend tier 1 towers and stuff. But Broodmother has just been left alone, and that is the danger of fighting a Broodmother. It's just it costs so much resources. It costs you wards, it costs you dust, it costs you arrows. It doesn't hit. It costs you heroes that you're gonna be able to, well, you're gonna have to put in the lane to defend it. It doesn't look like zNation really wants that. They rather have their, or they're aiming probably for their Morphling to be farmed up enough before Mouz is at their gates, so to speak. So gonna try to push more towers. And let's see, we didn't really take a look at Cedar's farm so far. Is building towards his relic. And of course there's Radiance then in the long run on the Spirit Bear. He's not been getting that much farm though. Oh, nice pause. As we have Crystal Main disconnect. Okay, so just take a look at the last hits here. Viper been getting almost free farm on this top lane, also getting 2 kills fairly early. 120 last hits. That is not the most in the game because Broodmother has most at 132. And we have a Beastmaster at 116. So what we see here is 2 heroes being overly farmed on Mouse's side, and there's only one over 100 on the Dire side, Radiant side. And their Morphling, even though he has 3 kills, has died twice. And that's just very painful. Even Sing Sing has not died yet since the time that he died in the middle there as the first blood. I can call that first blood, even though that wasn't the first blood animation thingy. And yeah, just Morphling not getting the farm he needs so far. He really needs to well, stay alive and get his farm up, and gets his last hit going. So far he is farming here on this bottom lane. We'll probably be able to, well, maybe push it down a tower. I hope for him that he's gonna get a last hit on a tower, because he definitely needs that gold. Let's take a look here. We have a Malevolence up on the Beastmaster. Up on the Broodmother, who's gonna probably use it on the Beastmaster. Beastmaster does have his roar up, but will he use it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he can go for this. There is a tower there too, but tower is very squishy, so we'll be able to take that down regardless. And in the meantime, we have a split push going on from Mouz right now, where the rest of Mouz is just well, all 4 heroes are here on the top lane. So they're gonna push in, and they're probably gonna continue pushing in after this tower goes down, which it probably will be, as it will be 4 versus 3. And we already see Seedoy and Dub backing off, and Crystal Main still standing there, disconnected and very much alone. And only 1 hero is needed to take her down, as we're probably gonna see an arrow being shot up by Sing Sing as soon as the pause ends, maybe, if he wants to be really mean. But then again, he could do that, as Crystal Main will probably see that coming. And well, it will just be a 4-man push, and they will continue pushing as Broodmother pushes too. And as soon as Beastmaster realizes, like, okay, there's a push going on in the top lane, and if I don't move now, it might cost us, I don't know, tier 3 tower or something. As soon as he leaves that lane, Sexy Bamboo will push in. Will probably do some damage to a tier 3 tower, as this tier 2 tower is gonna drop very, very fast. And I'm gonna show you the gold graph for a second, since we have the time anyway. 3k in favor of Mouz. It's not an awful lot. And they are ahead in towers also. Yes, they are, 1 tower ahead. So the farm has been decent on both sides, but right now, at this very moment, Mouz is looking stronger purely for the pushing power. And of course, Viper being up to speed with the semi-carry mid lane. Well, he is more effective in the mid game than Morphling is. Morphling will own him later game, but it will actually have to get the late game for Morphling to be able to do that, and he has to get the farm for that too, of course. And take a quick look at the experience graph. It will be almost the same. It did go up a bit towards zNation again, but not that much. Still in favor of Mouz. And this pause is being used by both teams to discuss what are we gonna do. And is Mouz actually gonna do the things that I just said they were gonna do? Because of course, you know, I'm just trying to anticipate what the teams are gonna do, and I cannot be in the mind of Mouz players. So we're gonna see if I was right with that, or if they're gonna go for something else. And there we have reconnection Crystal Main. You know who you are. Yeah. And Morphling taking well, will he TP to the bottom lane, top lane? I am not sure. I am not sure. He could try to push this tower instead. He might be able to do so. And Crystal Maiden not taking an arrow here. But the tower will be taken down as the bear still tries to prevent something from happening, but it's taking a lot of damage, gets forced back. As the tornado is also chasing him down. There's the tower. Viper actually taking the tower gold. Is going towards Yasha. Well, Yasha he already has. Going towards Manta Style, which I said earlier that he was probably going to go for. Sexy Bamboo is going to try to force his way out. There is a sentry ward there already, though. Will there be a shout in time? Shout is already done, actually. Axes are still flying. Will the urn be enough to take him down? It probably will. 1 more urn charge. There we go. Prophet taking the last hit for that killing spree for Dub. And okay, that went a lot different than Mouz expected, as well they kinda left this lane alone with only Seedoy there to pretend it, but made sure that they went to the bottom lane to kill off the the Broodling, big Broodling, Broodmother. as soon as that push-in was done. As soon as they saw Mouz was backing up. Furion TP'd there. Crystal Maiden made sure she was there. And, well, made sure that kill happened. Actually, Crystal Maiden already placing that ward there earlier made sure that kill happened, I believe. As Nexus is gonna continue farming. He didn't left his lane. Didn't push down the tower either. Mid-tower. Oh, they do have a ward? What? Do they have a gem? Yeah, they have a gem. Beastmaster has a gem. As we're seeing Roshan being attempted here by Mouz. If they're actually gonna be able to do it, that would be a question. Broodling TPing to the mid lane is gonna try to deny the tower, won't do it though. Then on the last hit does go to a creep and not to Nexus, as he probably would have wanted to. And well, Roshan taking some steady damage here. It's probably gonna drop Chen with his creeps, making sure that the the Roshan can get tanked. And we're probably gonna see Viper picking up the Aegis. There we go. Has it now. And it looks like they want to take a tier 1 tower in return of the Roshan. I don't know if that's a very good trade, but at least we'll give them some extra gold advantage. They have been behind, even though it's not that big of a gap.
Top tower is under attack.
And the tower did get destroyed.
Tower has fallen.
So these 4 heroes might be continuing pushing to this tier 2 tower, as they have not felt any resistance yet, even though there's a Shadow Demon. Won't cause too much of a resistance, as there is also a push going on in the bottom lane. They will lose this tier 2 tower, as it is so low on HP. But they will lose their own tier 2 tower too. Look at how this drops. There is no fortification up yet. It will be very close, so only 9 seconds left. But it will be too late for this tower. And there is no fortification up for the Radiant. Oh, there is a fortification up for the Radiant. Are we gonna see base race? No, we're not. Are we? No. Everybody TPing back. Took down the tier 2 tower. Are gonna back up to defend their own tier 3 tower. As it looks like Mouz wants to push in, or at least wants to pretend they're pushing in. Force out some TPs, which they have done now. Do some damage until they get pushed out, or until Mouz thinks or pretends to go in, and zNation pretends to go in. I don't know. This is just going to be a standoff. At some point, Mouz will probably back off and think, well, we're just going to go back to farming. That's what I expect. They do have the advantage here, though, and they probably know it too. See, the gold is dropping back a bit again to the gold, but due to the tower, I should say. Oh, Nexus is taking a lot of damage from that Morphling shout going off on the Broodmother, though. Is taking some damage too. His Hand of God going through, but is gonna go down. Proper taking the last hit, as the Holy Persuasion was too late. And Axis will fly too to do some extra damage on the creeps. Make sure that Chen is not thinking about pushing in. Still see disruption and Soul Catcher going off, but that's just harassment. It's just a Crystal Maiden anyway. And yeah, the rest of them was backing off. They lost the Broodmother for that push in. They did a bit of damage to the tower, but I don't know. I don't think that was worth it. And of course, they weren't counting. I expect that they weren't counting on a gem on the Beastmaster that they didn't see yet. As we have Beastmaster probably gonna buy something up, as he just moved his. There we go. He picks up an Ogre Club, probably gonna go for a BKB just to make sure that he's not gonna be well, harassed by Viper's poison damage. I mean, if you're trying to run and Viper is hitting on you, that's, you know, very annoying to deal with. Can't really do that. Oh, Sidoi. Sidori's bear being very low there. Tier 2 tower is gonna be pressured here. And might actually be able to take it. As all of Mouz team is on this middle lane, so they're just gonna continue pushing. I mean, like I said earlier, they're gonna have to if they wanna have a chance versus the Morphling. Morphling is not getting a lot of farm right now, so that is in their favor. He's definitely not getting his Ethereal Blade up as fast as he was hoping it would be up. But yeah, they are in favor. Mouz is in favor, and even though Morph has not been able to get that farm up yet, he is still a threat, because at some point he will have the farm. And if Mouz delays now, that farm will come at some point. And they are better push in while they still have the advantage of mid-game. Still probably wanting to end it before a 30-minute mark, 5 minutes from now. That's pretty optimistic. Axis fly through. They do manage to do a lot on this tower, though. Not getting stopped that much. There's a couple Novas being flown out. I mean, some Axis flying through, but that's about it. Look at this tower taking damage from the Mental illusions from the Mirana also. And that's just free tower damage here. Nobody there to stop them. Even though everybody of zNation was here. Axe is flying through, they want to go for this, Morphling picking up Chen in the meantime. Does have his Ethereal Blade up finished now, a shout going off on the Broodmother once again. Hand of God going through, Black trying to do some damage to the Nature's Prophet, actually gonna get him too. Shadow Demon taking the last hit though, as he also took the last hit on the Morphling that went down. And now it's Beastmaster that gets chased down, is gonna be slow, doesn't have his BKB up yet that he wanted to save for. And is not gonna be chased down anymore. Well, Mouz decides, let's focus on the tower instead. Let's get this tier 3 tower. Probably get the barracks too. And don't chase unnecessaries. We have a buyback from Dub from the Nature's Prophet, who doesn't have his ultimate up for another 8 seconds, but will be able to just maybe try to push them down with his presence. And Sidori goes down so fast. Miranda taking the last hit on that, and that's just Soulcatcher doing the job right there. Making sure that his damage taken is increased so much. There goes the Nature's Prophet ultimate. Is dropping down Mouz quite low, but not low enough. They are backing off, but too slow as the melee barracks and the range barracks go down. Melee barracks, sorry for people that are into
Dire's top tower
pronunciations of that one. But yeah, great fight by Mouz, actually not losing a single hero, did they? No, they did not. And free towers and free Rexes on Mouz's side. Did get a lot of kills out of that too, so definitely fair for them. We will see this gold earned that was up for a lot after the previous fight. We will see this drop down again by probably around 2k extra. It's not gonna be. It's still 3k gold. That's not a full item as it's split over different heroes and stuff. But it will make a difference in the next fight. It will definitely make a difference in the next fight. We see Broodmother picking up a Vanguard, just making her extra tanky as she has been singled out quite a bit. She has been the target of the shouts so far, as we have a smoke up from zNation. This is what they need to do though. Oh, Viper is gonna get killed here, or at least gonna try to, as a Hand of God goes off, Mechanism goes off. They're gonna still try to get the Viper, but look at him. Can take so much damage, and Morphling is still gonna be picked up. Around to take the last hit of that. Aegis is popping up as Viper is back up again now. It's gonna slow the lone druid as the Vonic Purge is there too. Shadow Demon taking the last hit, has got a dominating streak now. Disruption is there to well, delay the TP from Crystal Main. Is gonna drop here too, as the rest of zNation is gonna back off, I was gonna say, but then I saw the Nature's Prophet trying to push down this top tower, or top lane. He's gonna be too late though, as everybody of Mouz is pushing in, and they probably want to go for, well, maybe some buildings, or maybe, there we go, rotating towards the tier 3 tower of the bottom lane. They can tank that, they have got a lot of tankiness with them, they have got the creeps, they have got the spiralings, and they will be able to tank up this tower, as we have an ultimate pop from the Broodmother, just to get this tower down even faster. And Barracks target, the next target. Rex, as we have Beastmaster. Beastmaster, what are you doing? Your base is getting attacked. Well, he's can't do that much anyway. Just making sure that there's no creeps pushing in right now. But there's not going to be any creeps pushing in right now. As well, it's not needed. Oh, Morphling still going to get killed on the Shadow Demon, able to use his Ethereal Blade quite well for what it's used for. And Broodmother is going to be sent back, but will be in time. It will be in time. Broodmother. Life gets saved by Come With Me. And Miranda's ultimate will make sure that Mouz is going to be able to back off. Not overextending here. I mean, they took 2 barracks right now. But they're just going to say, wait, let's back up. Regroup. Get our HPs back. Defend the top lane. And making sure that we can take the next fight again. As Crystal Main gets a kill here on the Chen, who was left behind by his team. And has got a drums now. Or, yeah, should have. Close to. No. Not yet. Almost though. Almost. And well, let's see what zNation's gonna do now, because they don't have that much options. They're gonna have to deal with 2 lanes right now that are constantly gonna be pushed out. In those lanes, you don't want Morphling farming in those lanes, even though he is doing that now, because those creeps will only give half of the gold that they gave before. So you rather want him farming somewhere else, or in the jungle, or in the top lane. Even though he's still on this lane here, because someone has to push the lane out. That's for sure. But yeah, will we be able to get the farm up in time? I personally doubt it, but we never know. As, well, zNation can still try to defend this as, well, they can pick some heroes off. That's probably what they need to do. And so far, Mouz is spreading out, is not regrouping yet. We have a Maelstrom up on the Mirana, by the way. As a new item, Mantistar being bought up by the Broodmother as his next item. And yeah, they're pretty spread out. So if they can try to get some kills and then take a fight where they have the majority of the players compared to Mouz, then they will be able to take the fight. It looks like Roshan is about to spawn and Mouz knows this. Let's see if zNation wants to try for that too, as they probably know it's going to happen too. Just something I want to say of the Aether Blade still from the Morphling. It's of course a very useful item to have as a shotgun Morphling. You know, being literally able to shotgun heroes. But if we look at the lineup from the Dire, which heroes are we gonna shotgun? Oh, arrow, not gonna hit. Hits on an arrow and sort of creep. TP's back instantly. Nice save. Oh, the Crystal Main won't be so lucky. Viper taking that kill, and she was just caught out trying to counter ward. And Roshan is gonna be going towards Mouz here. But yeah, Morphling, where is he? There we go. It's outside of his base again. Only Shadow Demon is the one that can be killed off by that Ethereal Blade right now, I think. Even Shadow Demon has he's got a hood up, a cloak. So I call it a hood because it looks like one, but it is a cloak. So he will be taking less damage from that, and won't be so perceptible as to it as Mirana might, or sorry, Morphling might think he is. Yeah, he does have 1200 HP, but it's not going to be so squishy as needed to be able to be a one-shot or, well, two-shot for the Morphling. But Morphling is going to go for his Manta style now, as he picked up a Yasha. We still see Beastmaster farming here, as he got a Aghanim Scepter, so has this, well, lower cooldown up on his shout, and they need that because it looked like, well, a moment ago it looked like Mouz was going to push in like every time again. They wanted to have a shout up every time again for those team fights, and Aghanim Scepter is really useful. Well, to be dealing with a hero that you can't really deal with otherwise, like a Mirana or like a Broodmother. At the moment it's both though. They can't really deal with Broodmother, but they can't really deal with the Mirana also. They do have a gem now too, but they're both heroes that are doing a lot of damage right now. And of course the Viper, must not forget the Viper, who also has the Aghanim Scepter, so can basically spam out his Viper Strike every 12 seconds. So can be just used as a regular skill. As the last tier 2 tower in this game is probably going to go down fairly soon here.
Top tower is under attack.
And I don't think the Force Staff that Nature's Prophet has, together with the mechanism, is going to be able to stop this push in. The lanes are pushed out right now, so they won't have any issues with other lanes being pushed out, but they will have to win this fight to be able to stay alive. We have Viper being Viper Strike right now, has to be, well, is forced down, can't do anything anymore for a while. X is flying through. They want to go on this, they want to go on the Viper. Viper pops his Manta Cell though, pops the Viper Strike on the Bear because, you know, just spam Viper Strike as much as you can. Bear taking a lot of damage. He has a Radiance though, if he dies that would be a great loss for zNation, as, well, they're backing off again. Or at least they're being forced out of the base, so good job there for zNation. But are they going to be able to do it again? Nature's Prophet ultimate going through. Oh, shout going up on the Broodmother, but the Hand of God will save him. Holy Persuasion is there too, that will be in time. Yes, it will be. He is indeed home and safe, as the Bear is chasing down Mouz, or Mouz's heroes. Will we be able to do so though? No. They're gonna rather defend the towers and counter-warding, or at least removing the ward there with the Gem of True Sight that they still have on the Beastmaster. Because he hasn't died yet, I believe. And looks like Mouz is not finished yet. They wanna force in. They wanna take this. They can take this. Or at least... Well, they have the Broodmother again. Here she is. There she is. And there's now a cooldown up on the shout, well, 7 seconds, so that's why he had that Aghanim. It's very useful to have. But this tower is slowly getting pushed. I mean, they're gonna be forcing them back a bit. Oh, Beastmaster taking an arrow. This might be the cue for Mouz to go in. No, it's not. Frostbite once again on Broodmother. As Mirana makes sure that the lane gets pushed. Shout going off on the Shadow Demon. Access going through, but there's the mechanism charge, keeping him up. Viper killing off the Morphling. Where did he do that? In the base! Wow, sorry. Going back to the middle enemy temple for the top lane, where Viper is doing a lot of damage on the Nature's Prophet, killing off the Crystal Main with his Poison first, and gonna get a double kill for that with also still the Viper kill there. Is gonna drop here though, has an Aegis, is not gonna drop here, still takes Cedar down. Broodmother getting a double kill, actually taking the last hit on the lone Druid, and this is probably gonna be the GG where Mouz takes the win, as Beastmaster still trying to delay it with the Axe flying through, but there's a disruption, there's a Soul Catcher, Shadow Poison going through, Viper Strike going through, and he's gonna try to TP away, but it's too much damage for him to deal with. Triple kill for Sexy Bamboo. And Aegis still being popped though, but you know, that's what an Aegis is for. And there's the GG called, so Mouz taking this win over zNation, who put up a great fight versus this team, which is a lot higher ranked than they themselves are right now. So good job by zNation, but Mouz is just a stronger team at the moment, and showed that by well, winning this this game right here. And this was a Star Series match, by the way. You can go to starladder.tv for more information about the rankings and who's where and stuff. Oh, Morphling tries it again, but still no one shot on the Shadow Demon. And there's the Ancient exploding. And I will say thank you for watching. I'm Sheever, I'm a Gosu.net caster. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook on SheeverGaming. And I also have a website, SheeverGaming.com, and you can find me on Twitch, where you're watching right now. You can follow me there, and where I'm just called Sheever. And that's it. That's my whole list of things and stuff. And I will let you watch this for a second, so you know what happened and stuff, because that's very nice. And I'm gonna see afterwards if I'm gonna be able to bring you another game. But I will find out shortly, as soon as I switch over to overlays, which I'm not going to do yet until you finish watching this. And yeah, I think that's long enough. Don't you think so?